Good afternoon, everyone. This is Edouard speaking. Welcome to this training today, and thank you very much for taking the time. We will change a little bit the agenda of today because of the actuality and because of the new promotion we just launched in Europe last week. So I believe it's important to go through this promotion again in detail and give you some examples, and then after this we will take the time to go through the basics of the virtual office, which is the main topic of this fourth training. So let's start with the bounce back promotion. You all receive on Saturday a newsletter. We also communicated in the Facebook page of ASEA Europe, so I believe you're all aware of this very generous promotion. This is I believe the most generous promotion we did for the last 5 years. So I can only encourage you to use and benefit from this promotion. Of course, for you, because there is a value as a sponsor, there is a value when you enroll someone personally in ASEA. And this is very simple to understand. We double the fast start bonus. Remember the presentation about the compensation plan 2 weeks ago? Every time you sponsor a new associate personally, you earn 20% of his or her enrollment volume. As an example, if I sponsor someone and this person order for 400 PV for the enrollment order, I earn 20% of those 400 PV, meaning $80, which are the equivalent of 72 euro. And with this promotion, I will not earn $80, but I will double this amount, and I will double my fast start bonus and receive $160, more or less 145 euros. So this is the value for the sponsor. And of course, there is also 3 key advantages for the new associate who join ASEA until July 17 in Europe. The first one, and we will see this in detail in a minute, the new associate will earn extra loyalty points. So remember, the loyalty points can be redeemed against a free product. This new associate will also earn a discount on his or her second order, and also the possibility to save again some money with free shipping. So let's now take this example. If you attended the last breakfast call, I'm sorry, I will repeat myself, but I believe again, for all the new associates joining us today, I believe it's important to take the time and go through some examples of this promotion. So how does that work? We have 3 different categories. The first category starts from 150 PV until 399. So 150 PV, this is, for example, when you enroll with 1 case ASEA and 2 tubes of Renew. We have a second category starting from 400 PV until 799. And we have a third category for all the enrollment orders of 800 PV or more. So for example, 8 cases ASEA. I know that for the UK, there are some specificities because the first order is limited to 200 pounds, but again, you will not feel any disadvantages because we adapted the promotion also for the UK. And I invite you to read through the flyer. We have a specific flyer for the UK with specific rules, but the principle of the promotion is exactly the same. And for the UK, instead of taking only the first order, we will take the addition between the first order and the real enrollment order between the day 8 and the day 30 after the enrollment. So you can consider this table as a master for all the European countries. What you can see in orange, those are all the advantages for the sponsor, and in yellow, This is the value for the new associate. So in this table, you of course have the advantages of this promotion. So those are very specific and limited until July 17, but you can also see the regular advantages you can earn, both you and the new associate, when you enroll someone in ASEA. So let's go through it in detail. So you double the fast start bonus. We just saw one example in the slide before. If we take the first category from 150 to 399 PV, you can earn up to $160 instead of 80. For the second category, you can earn up to $320. And for the third category, for 800 PV or more, you can earn up to $400 instead of 200. Remember, the fast start bonus is capped to 1000 PV, meaning 20% of 1000 PV. This is the equivalent of $200 and 400 until July 17. On top of this, as a personal sponsor, you also can benefit from the fast forward incentive. So this is not part of the promotion, but this is still something you will earn on top of the promotion. Remember the fast forward program. So this is very simple to understand. You have 2 weeks to sponsor 4 new associate or preferred customer with a total volume of 800 PV, 800 points. And what you get if you achieve this, you get 25 samples of Renew 28, and you also get 100 loyalty points for free. Again, remember, loyalty points, you can use them against free products. 100 loyalty points, this is the equivalent of 4 bottles of ASEA for free, or the equivalent of 1 skincare kit for free, or the equivalent of 4 tubes of Renew 28 for free. On top of this, we also have our regional incentive trip, DZ Rose. So we will have the pleasure to invite our most active associate to a beautiful trip to Marrakesh in November, and we still hope this will be possible for November. If not, we will find a date, but this will take place without any doubt. The concept of the incentive, this is based on your PGV3 volume. So what is PGV3? In 2 words, this is the volume in your first 3 generations. So this is the volume which is generated by all the orders, all your personal orders, all the orders from the associate you sponsor personally, all the orders from the associate in your 2nd generation. So the people who were sponsored by the people you sponsored yourself personally, and also the volume in your 3rd generation. So this is what we call PGV3, and the principle of the incentive, I will not go too much into detail today. This is not the purpose of this meeting, but the purpose and the principle is to grow this volume compared to the last 6 months before the incentive started. So you all have a basis volume. This is the PGV3. This is your performance from the last 6 months. And the purpose to qualify for Marrakesh is to do exactly the same than the last 6 months, plus a little incremental volume. So again, you have all the detail in the library of your virtual office. We will see in a minute how to access this. You also have a presentation in the YouTube page of ASEA Europe if you would like to know more detail. It's not too late to participate. It's never too late to qualify. So you have until September 18 to generate the PGV3 volume you need in order to qualify. So those are all the advantages as a sponsor. You double the fast start bonus, and on top of this, you can benefit from the fast forward, and you can participate and qualify to the Marrakesh incentive trip. Now let's go to the yellow part, to the value for the new associate. The first value is the free shipping. meaning the shipping fee from the enrollment order, the shipping fee from the first order. So again, same principle, we still have those three categories. So the free shipping will apply if you, new enrollee, join ASEA with an order of 400 PV or more. So we will reimburse the €6.50 to €11.50, depending on the product which are ordered. So this is the first advantage. The second one is the loyalty point. Usually, when someone joins ASEA, there are free loyalty points anyway, which are granted with the first order. Let's take this example, the first category. If I join ASEA with a volume of 150 to 399 PV, usually I get 10 loyalty points for free. But with this promotion, I do not get 10, I do not get 20, nor 30, I get 100 loyalty points for free. So in other words, I receive one case ASEA for free if I join with 150 PV until July 17. And well, I believe we can all agree that this is a very good offer, very good way to start into the summer months. The principle is exactly the same for the two others category. So here, instead of getting 50 points for free, you will receive 200. Same here, instead of receiving 150, you will get 300 loyalty points for free. So 3 cases of ASEA for free. The third advantage is a discount on the next order. So let's take the same example. I join ASEA today, so I will get this free shipping, I will get those extra loyalty points, but I will also have an automatic discount on my second order. So imagine I place a second order, let's say at the end of July, I will get a 10% discount if my first order was between 150 and 399 PV. I will get a 15% discount on my second order if my first order was bigger, and this can go up to 25% discount on your second order. It doesn't matter if this second order is an auto ship order or an on-demand order. You also have nothing to do. The system will apply this discount automatically. So there is no promo code to use, or you don't need to call the associate support, etc., etc. Everything is automatic. The last 2 lines, those are the advantage you get anyway when you enroll with that volume. So you will get those renew 28 samples. This is not part of the promotion, but this is part of the permanent enrollment offer. And the welcome kit of a value of $40 US will and is also for free if you decide to enroll with a volume of 800 PV or more. This table is of course available in the library of your virtual office. So this is in the PowerPoint format. You can translate it for your team if they don't speak English. I can only encourage you to use it, to post it everywhere in your group, because again, this is the first time I joined this company 3.5 years ago, and this is the first time we are doing such generous, I don't know if generous is the right term, but this is the term I would use, a generous promotion, not only in Europe, but this promo is also valid in all other markets except Asia. So if you have prospect in the US or in Canada or in Australia, you will also get all the advantages as a sponsor, and they will also get the advantages as new associate. So that's it for the promo. I hope this kind of reminder was useful to you. I would like now to jump on the virtual office presentation. So I will share another screen if you can give me 1 minute. Okay, so I hope you can all see my screen again. Today I would like to go with you through the basics of the ASEA virtual office. I would like to start, of course, with the basics to make sure that all of you, and especially if you just join as an associate, you have the good foundation to help you to grow your ASEA business. What we will see today is not exhaustive. We don't have the time, and this is not the purpose to see every kind of report, but we will go step by step. And this is the approach I encourage you to use also when you explain the virtual office, right? This is my advice. Go step by step and also target what you show to the new associate in your group. Target your message to the needs. Someone who is interested only by the product will not need all kind of report. On the other hand, someone who is very interested by the ASEA opportunity, you might take more time and have a deeper look on all kind of reports which are useful to build a legacy and a strong business. So today let's focus really on the foundation of the virtual office. Starting with the beginning, every new associate receive a personal web page. This is what we call your virtual office. And what you can see here on the screen, this is the home page of your associate virtual office. So let's have a first and quick look on this home page. So here, what you can see on the top right. So here, what we are using a test account, but usually you will see here your name, and you will see your associate ID, which is useful to log in to the virtual office. You also have some shortcuts here with those icons, so we will look more into detail in a minute. Also here, some other shortcuts to different kind of reports. We will look at some of them. So let's start with this this home page, and let's go a bit down with the qualification. This is what you can see in dark blue here. Remember the presentation about the compensation plan. All the volume, all your personal volume, all the volume generated by your customer, by your preferred customer, and all the volume generated by the orders and the sales of your downlines. This will generate qualification, and according to your qualification, you will also have the possibility to earn bonuses, to earn commission. And this tool here gives you a very good overview of what you need to achieve in order to reach the qualification. So you can choose here. Let's say that this week my objective is to reach the rank of Director 700. So this is what you can select here in this menu, Director 700. You can also look back to the former period, but let's focus on this commission period. So again, remember, ASEA is working on a weekly basis. The commission period are weekly from Saturday to Friday. So let's take here this example. In order to qualify as Director 700, so I need to have personal volume. Remember, you need to be active with 100 PV per month. So either with your personal volume or the volume coming from your customer. You have to have in your binary tree one personal active associate on your left leg and one personally sponsored associate on your other leg. So here you can see this is red, so this criteria is not fulfilled yet. And this tool gives you also the volume to reach. So here this is all green. You already achieve 100% of the requirement for this week. So this is fine. Let's take another example. to show you. Let's say I want to see what I need to do to reach the platinum qualification. So here you can see that those graphs are changing depending on the criteria you are selecting, depending on the criteria you are using. If we go a bit down the page, we have all the tools related to the current promotion. Here are listed your loyalty points. So this is what we just saw with the promotion. Here I have a bit more than 300 loyalty points, meaning that I could redeem those points. And in this example, in this case, I could have 3 cases of ASEA for free, or 3 cases of Renew 28 for free, the equivalent of 300 PV. You also have information about the fast forward, so you can also track here since how many days you did start the fast forward clock, how many associates you already enrolled, and how many points you already have. Of course, always with a link to the detail, to the report, and of course the link to the flyer in order to have all the details and all the terms and conditions of the fast forward incentive. The next section here on the welcome page is the news center. Here you will see all the last articles, or the most important articles, sorted in 3 different categories. So the press release, the newsletters, and the ASEA blog, the ASEA Impact blog. There you will find articles. You will find some articles, you will find some interviews from our leadership with very good tips and very good advice on how to build a strong and serious activity with ASEA. So this is it from the welcome page. So in this homepage you have the most useful tool in order to give you a first overview, not in detail, a first overview of key information for your business. So now let's go more into detail. Well, first, when you just join ASEA, maybe you want to check, well, if you registered correctly, if your personal information are correct. So you can go here and click on this section menu. You go to My Account, and here you will have access to your information by clicking here. So here you will have your information with your associate ID, your mobile phone, etc. The information of your sponsor. Very important, remember the sponsor is always the person you need to talk to first when you have any question. Your personal sponsor, what we also call upline, is the person who will give you training, who will give you advice, and who is supposed to show you everything related to the virtual office, to the tools, to the compensation plan, etc., etc. But to modify your information, because this is what I was talking about, you can click here on Edit Information or Edit Address. And here you will have the possibility to update your email address if this is needed, your phone number. You can also choose to receive or not all the communication from ASEA. Well, of course, everyone is free to do or not. From my side, I can only encourage you to advise people to check this box, because our newsletter are the way we are communicated our most important information. Of course, if you're only interested by the product, if you are not interested by our event, by our incentive, by all the press articles, by all the news about the multi-level marketing industry, etc., this doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you have at least a very small interest beyond the product, all our newsletter will be very useful to you and to your team. You can also, same principle, decide to receive the communication or not from your sponsor. You can change the language you would like to receive your communication with, etc., etc. So this is what you can check the first time you log in into your virtual office. Now, the second very important tool, and I believe this is the most important in the virtual office, this is the library. So here in this section, the resource, you will find here the library. The library is more or less your ASEA Bible. You will have all information about the product, all information about the business, the tools, the incentives, the promotion, and also many answers to your question can be found in the virtual office. You have the possibility to change the market. So we have different documentation depending on the market, of course, because of the language, but also because of some local regulation. We need to adapt what we post in which market. So let's take the UK as an example. So here you can see information about our Advancing Life Foundation, about our product, the marketing tools, the current promotion, compensation plan, so the business part. We have here also videos. You have presentation. Here you can find, for example, our 3 last trainings from the last 3 Wednesday. The graphics, this is something I can advise you to use. Those are the last updated logo and design about ASEA. So this is very useful if you want to create your own material, your own flyer, etc., etc. Here, by picking those graphics here, you can be sure those are the official and approved one from ASEA. Also some articles talking about ASEA in the media, some more detailed video training. So what we do today is more a general introduction. And if you would like to go more into detail, you have here training in English, of course, about some more specific reports. So this is the library. Again, I insist a lot on this library because this is where we put all the information. So if you receive our newsletter and if you consult our library, you have a very good chance to receive the last update information about everything we do, not only in Europe, but also on a global level. The next tool I would like to emphasize on is the event calendar. So the event calendar can be found in the same section than the library when you click again on resources and then here on event calendar. So this event calendar is very useful to stay informed, to stay aware of all the meetings. So either physical meetings or virtual meetings, Zoom meetings, in order to learn more about the company, in order to learn more about the business, etc., etc. So of course, right now, because of the current situation, there are less physical trainings and the calendar is not so full as it used to be. But you can see, of course, the corporate events in blue, but also the associate event. They will appear in green as soon as one associate is posting an event. So you can choose, of course, the months. You can have a look what will happen in July. For example, our next breakfast call in Europe is appearing here. So this calendar is global. You will see events and trainings from all over the world. So here again, this is a very important tool to follow everything which is happening, especially for you in English language. You can also participate to meetings which are taking place in the US in English language. So of course you can add your own event by clicking here. This is something I am a big fan of sharing, of not having event splitted by group. I encourage personally the open event where everyone can participate, where everyone can learn about ASEA, about our vision and our mission. So every time you do an event, please post it in this calendar, and it will be approved in the next hours or in the next days by us. So this is very easy. You click here. You can of course choose the language. We ask you for some details like the speaker, the language of the meeting, if people need to buy a ticket, the venue, the title, etc., and a small description in order to be posted in this calendar. Something also very important, we saw last week that we in Europe, we support physical meeting financially, starting from 25 people. And one of the criteria we ask is that your event is posted in this calendar at least 10 days before the event is taking place. That's why I believe it's important that all of you can be aware of this tool. This is a tool which is usually very well used. Again, right now there is not a lot of physical meeting, that's why it looks empty. But as soon as we can start together again and to meet physically, please have a look to this video calendar, especially because you're all in different groups, all in different line of sponsorship. So this is really where you can see what the other groups are doing and join also and learn from other, which is one of the bases of network marketing. Meet with people and learn from each other. So I would like now to go back to the homepage. I mentioned the shortcuts at the beginning, and let's have a more detailed look right now. So here the first one, what you can see is to place an order. So it's very easy. You click on this icon and you are directed to this page. You will have 5 different steps until the payment and the confirmation. Well, of course, you can choose your country where the order should be shipped. You can choose your language, and then, well, this is very straightforward. You just click on begin shopping. You will have to choose of all our product, and very important, this is also where you will be able to buy your ticket for the virtual convention, the web convention, which will take place on September 25th and 26th. Yes, so the event ticket, sorry, I wanted to mention the translation, which is obviously not needed for you, but maybe for your group. So we do offer translation from 50 requests. If we receive those requests until August the 1st. So again, for your team member or prospect who might join this web convention, think about the possibility of having translation. This is very, very useful, especially in Europe with so many languages. The next shortcut here is to enroll someone, to sponsor someone. So same principle. You click on the icon, you choose the country where the prospect is living. You also choose the right language. You choose, of course, which status this person would like to have. So remember we saw 2 weeks ago the 3 different statuses ASEA is offering. So the associate one, if you are really interested by building an activity, well, of course, there are fees which are included. The status of preferred customer, if you only want the product at the wholesale price. And this is very convenient because you don't need to order every month. You benefit from the auto ship program, or the third one, the retail customer, which is more designed for people who want to place an order only from time to time. So again, once you have chosen the status, you will have the other step with the product, with the contact detail of this person, the payment, etc., etc. I believe most of you are already used to this. The next icon here on the left, this is the contact information of the associate support, splitted of course by country and by languages, with the language we offer for this country and the schedules, and the extra support we offer in English for those country. If you're not able to provide full support during full schedules in one languages, well, obviously for you in English you have very good advantages, because you can call our European support, but you can also call the support based in Salt Lake City in the US. So this is also a useful page if you just joined, and if you have downlines in different countries. So here you have all the countries and all the languages which are supported by my colleagues. The next icon here, the mail icon, is well, this is working as a mailbox, as a regular mailbox, as a Gmail or Outlook mailbox. This tool can also be very useful. Well, I believe you all have WhatsApp or Facebook groups to communicate with your group. Just keep in mind that here you have the possibility to target your communication. So you have the possibility to choose, for example, only people with personal volume, only your downlines who rank advanced, etc., etc. So there are many criteria. What is the purpose? This is exactly what I said at the beginning, is that you target your communication. If you want to send a communication about a business event, you will maybe only invite the people who have a certain interest for the business or already reached a certain rank, and not the people who are only interested to know about the science and the product. So that's really a key. I believe we are all overwhelmed. We all receive many emails, many information, many advertising, one day after the other. So targeting the communication, targeting the message is one key to be successful. Remember also what we saw last week, the simplicity. Make it simple, do not make it too long. Use very simple terms, especially for new joiners. This will be one of the key of success, not only with ASEA. I talk here more in general. So that's it for those icons here. On the top, we have seen how to place an order. Now I would like to show you how to look for your invoices. So you click here again on the menu, you click on My Business, and you click here on your order history. Here you have the possibility to find all the invoices, and you can go back into here, so you can select. If you were already an associate in 2013, well, we were not open everywhere, but you will have the possibility to find invoices. So let's select the last months, the last 30 days. You click on Show Report, and you will see this person here, this associate, did place 4 orders within the last 30 days. You just click on the invoice, and you will be able to download it. You can print it, you can save it, etc., etc. So that's a good tool to find all your invoices without time limitation. We also talk about how to place an order, and now I would like to go more into detail on the authorship program. Here you have also different shortcuts. So I would like to focus here on manage authorship. and then you land on this page here. This is your authorship profile. Here you have the possibility to create a new authorship order. So remember, this is a monthly order. You can create, and you only need to create this once, and then your order will come automatically month after month. If you already have authorship templates in your profile, you have of course the possibility to have a look at it. If you can't remember the kind of product you have of course the possibility to change it. So change the date or change the nature of the authorship. And of course, you can delete this authorship order at any time. Let's go back to the welcome page and focus now on the dashboard by clicking here. Remember what we saw during the compensation plan training. All your downlines, so all the people who are in your group, they are as a sponsor, they are as appearing in your left leg or in your right leg. Maybe I will just show you very quickly. Here, this will be a better example. So this is me as an associate, and here you have a left leg here, and you have here your right leg with all information about your downlines, if they are on authorship or not, the volume, etc., etc. I don't want to spend too much detail here, but this was just to remind everyone about how the system is working. So let's go back to the dashboard. Again, here you have all your details with your name, your associate ID. Here in the third line, this is very important information. This is the date until you are active, until you stay active. Remember, you need 100 points, 100 PV every 5 weeks. So either from your personal volume or from the volume of your customer. And of course, being on authorship, this is the most secured way to stay active. So here in this example, this person, this associate is active until the 26th of June, and we need to place then an order before this date in order to stay active. Binary qualified mean if you have at least one active personally sponsored associate on your left leg and one personally sponsored associate on your right leg. Remember what we saw here in the welcome page. This is what you can see here, this icon here. This is what it means in the dashboard. Here you have the detail again of your sponsor, what we have seen already. So again, I repeat myself, but the sponsor should be the most important person for you as a mentor, as a trainer, as a person to ask questions to. Here in this section, the volumes, we will focus only on the first line in order to have the basics. The PV here, the first line in white here, this is the volume generated by your personal order and also the volume generated by your preferred customer and your retail customer. The volume of the left is the volume generated on your left leg, and the right volume is the volume generated on your right leg. And here in the dashboard, you can see you can have an overview over the last 5 weeks. You have, of course, a report when you can look back until the date you started, again without limitation of date. But let's focus here on this dashboard, and we can organize another training to go deeper until the other reports. Here the total left and the total right volume per week. So this is where your commission, your team's commission will be calculated on. I will stop here. I will skip all those other information. They will not be useful today, but for another training. Here, what you can see in the performance section, again, over the last 5 weeks, your lifetime rank. So this means the highest rank you ever achieved here with ASEA. In this example, this is Director 700. So here, this line stays the same until you reach a higher rank. And the paid rank, this is the rank you achieved this week. Maybe here's not the best example because I'm only associate week after week, but here you can have, for example, bronze, Director 700, payout 25. I have a very good week. I will jump to silver qualification, etc., etc. An overview of all the people you sponsored personally, week after week, and an overview of the amount of new enrollments on your left side and on your right side. The Director 300 leg, I will skip this. I will skip this for now. Another very important tool to plan on your activity. This is the projected authorship report. This is what you can see here. For the current week, you have daily data. So meaning you can see, if I take this line, you can see on Sunday how many authorship volume is planned on my left leg and how much volume of authorship is planned for my right leg, and of course how many authorship volume I can expect from all my preferred customer. So again, this is to give you an overview. This is not 100% accurate for a very simple reason, is that associate can delete or change authorship every time. So do not take it as a Bible, but take it as an overview of what you can expect for the current week, but also for the next 3 weeks. And this is what you can see here, period 26, 27, and period 28. On the bottom of the page, you have an overview of the enrollment happening in your team with the name of the new joiners, the volume he joined ASEA with, if this person is on authorship or not, the volume of this authorship, where this person is, right leg or left leg, the date this person joined, the name of the direct sponsor, and also here an overview of all your personal customer enrollments, and if this person is a retail customer or a preferred customer. So here you have a lot of figures, a lot of volume. Of course, all these reports, you can extract them. If you click on view full report, you can download also this report in an Excel table, which is then more convenient than only an overview if you want to go more into detail. With all this information, the volume, of course, is generating commissions. And I would like to show you where you can find your commissions. So you can go here to menu, to report, and you can here have a look either at the detail of your commission week after week, or a summary of your commission by selecting here the starting period. Let's say we take the first week of January until the end of this year, meaning until now. And here you have a graph. You can see how much commission you did earn week after week, with here the yearly overview on the top right. The last tool I would like to show you, this is of course related to commission. As soon as you start to earn commission, you will have access to what we call the ASEA Smart Wallet. What is ASEA Smart Wallet? It's a very secure and global online wallet payment, and this is dedicated to ASEA and to our associate. and all our commission will be transferred to this portal. All our commission will be transferred to this smart wallet. And then from this smart wallet, you have the possibility to either keep the fund there or to transfer all your commission very quickly, very efficiently, and in a very secure way to any bank account. So you will receive, again, this will be automatic, you will receive your credential as soon as you earn your first commission paycheck with ASEA. So I believe those are the tools I wanted to show you today. We had an hour. This is very basic. Maybe many of you who are here for more time, you were already aware of all those tools, and I will be very happy to plan on another training to go more deeper and to have a look at other reports, because of course there are many other tools which are existing in order to manage your ASEA business and in order to reach highest rank. With those words, I would like to say thank you for your time. This presentation will of course be recorded and posted in the library, similar to the first three presentations. This should be available in the next day. And well, this was the last training of our series of 4. I hope this was useful to you. If you have any feedback, please send them to us, send them to me. Otherwise, again, I would like to say thank you for your time, and I wish every one of you a very good start into summer. Again, take advantage from this promo. I'm not sure we will see a similar promo very soon again. So remember, until July 17, in order for you to double your fast start bonus as a sponsor and also help other people to join ASEA easier, because there are many advantages which are not related to the enrollment order for the new joiners. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and I hope to see you, all of you, very soon. Goodbye.